first question is, how are you feeling after two tough games in the last week?
Just honestly, just happy to be back out there, be amongst the lads, back doing what any footballer wants to do or should want to do. And it was a long time, a lot longer than I first expected or anticipated. And listen, to be back out there is the main thing, and to win both games and be happy after it is, of course, the icing on the cake.
The manager said he's kind of easing you through it a little bit by bringing you off, not doing the full 90 minutes. How are you feeling physically?
Yeah, listen, as I say, it was a long time in the end. I think best part of 4 months. I think we counted 17 weeks, something on the lines of that, and I was feeling it a little bit in the last game or so, obviously, when I come off against Oxford, so that can't even really count that one. But no, the gaffer and the team, the sports science team, the physios, everyone, credit to them, and I can only thank them, for the support that they've showed me and the encouragement and the guidance, of course, and now the way that they're managing me. I obviously want to play, but I'm an experienced man. I know that you can't, because I could easily physically break down. And I know my fitness levels aren't where they were or where they can be, because naturally I've been out a long time, and the type of injury it was, I wasn't able to do much fitness work, much running. And since I've been able to sort of start doing that, I've sort of been back involved. So I have to be managed. It's as simple as that. And I know last week was only meant to be 45-ish, and that's what I got, 50 odd. And tonight was only going to be an hour, maybe a little bit more, and that's exactly what it was again. And my main thing was to come through it, and that's exactly what I've done. And the fact that we've won the games is what makes me even happier, and long may that continue.
And physically, you feel as though you're on course for that rehabilitation to go the way you planned it?
Yeah, this was from the start a very, very weird, is unique the right word? Maybe not, injury from the start. And I was asked
questions. Was it a back injury?
No, it was basically, it was put down to, in the end, like a neural problem, a nerve issue that at first we thought was maybe a tear in the calf or a pull in the calf, which wasn't quite, and the scan showed something within the calf but wasn't quite. We wasn't quite happy with the full outcome, and we then looked into my back, and we felt that maybe a lot of it was coming from my back, in terms of, you've got discs in your back, without going into too much here, but maybe they were compressing and the nerve switched off. The nerve was dead, if you like, or went asleep, if you want to put it that way. And I just had no strength or power in my, what we thought was my calf, but it was pretty much my whole left side, my whole left leg. And every time I thought maybe I'm getting there and it's coming back, it just wasn't quite, and I was just uncomfortable. I just wasn't myself. I was getting sensations, horrible feeling. I couldn't put pain. And so it's a case of, if you tore a muscle, we'd know how many weeks, how many months you are till you're back, how you edge that back in. But this is a bit of a weird one, so we had to play with it, we had to gauge, and credit to everyone, as I say, the whole club, of the way that they handled it. And it was a tough time for me. I was pulling my hair out because I never had answers. I couldn't get answers, no one in the world, and if anyone could, they'd be a genius, because you can't give an answer to the injury that I had. So I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy the fact that I'm now back involved. I've got through these 2 games. Are my fitness levels where I know they can be? No, but that will come with games, that will come with training, and I can't complain with where I'm at the moment. So hopefully long may that continue, and I stay on course and on track to where I want to get to.
And the point you've come into the side after the injury is a pretty exciting one. You could say that this is the beginning of the sharp end of the season. And you've come in with competition very tight at the top of the National League South. You're coming into the side that is recovering after a dodgy Christmas and New Year. And it must be, I mean, you're an experienced player. You've been around the block, you've seen it all. But even for you, this must be a pretty exciting time.
Yeah, listen, a season is so long. It does go quick, and especially, I always say, when you hit January, it seems to fly by. But the truth and the fact is, this is the business end. But we did such good work right from the start of pre-season all the way through, and every team in the world, the best teams in the world, all have blips. And yes, we had a little mini blip over the Christmas New Year period, and I was so close to sort of being back then, and it was so frustrating that you want to help.
Tempting.
Yeah, it was tempting, and you want to help your teammates, you want to be out there, and when you see them suffering a bit and they're down, and an experienced head like me is back in and around it, which I wasn't at the time before that, but I still couldn't train or play. I was trying to give what I could, and I couldn't wait to get back out there, and I was chomping at the bit. And I feel like I've come back into the fold at a crucial stage, as you say, and form's picked up over the last 3-4 games, and I think we've found our feet again, and I think we've shown what we are within this division and what we can do and what we can go and achieve to. But we've got to take each game as it comes, and we've got a great squad, we've got a big squad, and the gaffer handles that fantastically. And we will have to be ready when our chances are given, and we've just got to keep chalking each game off, and if we can keep picking up points and keep attacking the games like we did tonight, then who knows where we can be come the end of the season. But we know our goal, we know what we want to achieve, and we've just got to all pull in the same direction, and hopefully that happens.
You said there that you think you found your feet again, and it almost looks as though you found your identity again that you had at the start of the season when you went on that amazing run.
I think that's a big word, and that's a great word which you've just used, and it is the identity because, yeah, credit to you. But it's we maybe just lost our way a little bit, but that happens with defeats because you lose one all of a sudden after such a great run that we were on. It knocks you a bit. It's like, oh, hang on, we sort of, in a way, not forgot how to lose, but that feeling comes over you and it's how you can react. And all of a sudden it was 2-3 and there was a few defeat. People were saying, oh, hang on, have the wheels come off? But credit to, as I say, the staff members, the manager, the players, the fans, everyone. We all stuck together, we all dug in, we regrouped on the training ground at what's a difficult time of year at Christmas because there's so many games, there's so many things going on in people's lives, and you're trying to work and you've got this going on. But we regrouped, we found our identity, as you say, and we've got ourselves going again, and we're back on the bandwagon, if you like, or the wheels are back on if people were trying to say they wasn't. And we're not looking back, we're only looking forward like we was the whole time. And we've picked ourselves up, dusted ourselves down, picked up the results, and we've just got to continue to do that.
And the games that are ahead, that lay ahead for the team, it's going to be the experienced heads like yours that's going to make a big difference, isn't it?
Well, of course, in any squad you need a balance, and you've said identity. I'm going to use balance now. I think balance is massive in life. Yeah, exactly. Balance is massive in life. You have to have a balance of youth, fit, energetic, fearless players. You have to have the experienced players who can control things and guide things and use their voice as well as their ability on the pitch. You have to have everything. And of course, you're going to need the experienced players from now on in, just like we're going to need everyone. And if I can give the team that as well as others, then hopefully that's just a little bit of what I can give on top of other things as well. And we'll try and give it everything because it's hard work over the course of a season. People talk about cups and this and that. To win a league at any level is very, very difficult. It's very tough because you have to win and you have to perform each week, and that's exactly what we've done on the whole, or the majority this season. And we know we've got many, many games left, and we know teams try and raise their game and try and knock us off the top spot again. But we've got to stay strong, we've got to stand up and pick up the results and achieve what we want to achieve come the end of the season.
If you had to give your teammates one piece of advice about what they've got ahead of them in the remainder of the season, what would it be to how they deal with it?
There's a lot I would say that I could give, but I would just literally say don't look too far ahead. The next game is the most important one, and keep chalking off the games, keep ticking off the games. We know and we feel what we need to do to win this league and to get out of this league, but don't look too far ahead. Keep chalking each game off, study and work for that next game, work hard and focus, pick up the points there, dust it down and move on to the next one, and just keep giving everything every single day.
Great advice.
Thank
Josh,
you.
Thank you very much and welcome back.
Thank you. All good?